Archimedes said, "Give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it, and I will move the world." Now, he was talking about levers in physics. However, I want to talk about the biggest lever that you can implement and use in your med spa to actually increase your revenue and start growing if you're not already growing. And if you are growing, then grow exponentially quicker. And this is the one thing that I see that differentiates the med spas that are struggling to grow and retain customers to the med spas that effortlessly grow, take home profits, and actually have a business book of repeat customers. And today we're talking about levers. And so this is a drawing of a lever. And lever is basically a transmission mechanism where with the length of the rod, you can input a small amount of energy and get a big amount of energy back, right? And in a similar sense, what is a lever where we can put in a small amount of effort and get a lot back from it in the med spa industry? And that lever is very simply every time someone comes into your office, pitching them on a treatment plan. Right? It doesn't matter if they're there for a head spa or a massage or a body contour. Like, it doesn't matter, but every single time someone comes in, to actually pitch them, and not just pitch them like, oh, you should come back, but to actually sit there, understand their concerns, and develop and prescribe, you're not a doctor, but prescribe a treatment plan for them. And you will see remarkable impact, even if your sales skills are zero, right? And that is because of the law of averages, Fine, your sales skills are zero. However, what's going to happen is 1 in 10 people, 2 in 10 people will start to say yes, right? So if you see here, all of these 8 people, 7 people are saying no. However, you get, at the end of it, maybe 2 people that say yes. And the really powerful thing happens is if you have an expensive thing to sell, like say this is 5x. Say these 2 people bought something that is 5 times more expensive than everything else. It means that the LTV of the entire group gets doubled, right? So imagine if each patient was worth double the amount that they are currently worth. Imagine how much more you could spend on ads. Imagine how much more you could spend on salaries. Imagine how much more you could take home. And that's the power, the disproportionate power of selling treatment plans and packages. And it's very easy and very simple, and all you need to do is just tell them, hey, would you like this? Because at the end of the day, there are certain people, based on the law of averages, that will just say yes to everything. And so you're leaving money on the table if you aren't pitching them. And the only way to ensure that you actually do pitch them is to pitch everyone. So please, I implore you, pitch every single person a treatment plan. You might start off with 5% uptake. And as you get better and better at sales, that 5 will turn into 10, 10 to 15, 20 to 25, whatever it is, you will get better and better, and ultimately you'll get closer to everyone being on a treatment plan, which is kind of like the ideal version of what a med spa should ascribe to be like.